Good evening and welcome to BizzTalk, Behind the Business Scene. My name is Patricia and I'll be your host this evening. As you may know, BizzTalk is the informative talk show where every Wednesday we dive into the minds of business leaders of different professions and give you the opportunity to understand the drive and help you to pick a trick or two to help your business succeed. Joining me tonight is the strategic LinkedIn platform specialist, author of the incredible guide LinkedIn by the Book, Mansa Corels.
Hi, thank you for the invitation.
Welcome and thank you for taking the time to come to our little production studio this evening. First off, let's talk about the book. It's an excellent guide through various tips and tricks to all that already understand the potential power of LinkedIn. If you have to narrow down, what would be top few mistakes that business leaders make in Slovenia?
First of all, thank you for kind words for the book. Yes, let me focus on three mistakes. First is a lot of people still ignore it. so still think, okay, I can do without. So this is the first mistake. The second one is a lot of people, when they dive into LinkedIn, they want results too quickly. So if you want to be successful on LinkedIn, of course, it's a bigger picture. You have to have the profile optimized, you have to be active with content and so forth. So success doesn't come overnight, of course. And then the last mistake, this is the biggest one I would say, is that they're not consistent. Right? They start on LinkedIn, they do the networking, they do the content, and then over time they stop using it. But on LinkedIn, consistency is key no matter your goal.
LinkedIn as a platform began its operations with tendency to help out job seekers, company owners looking for great employees. How much of this actually happens here? Do you hear many stories of qualified people that found better employment conditions elsewhere to this platform?
Yes, great question. So LinkedIn has been really a great platform for finding new talents or jobs as well. A lot of my clients as companies are using LinkedIn to find new people, to really build employer brand, to see, look, we are these people behind our logo. So this is very powerful on LinkedIn as well. And of course, on the other hand, there are more and more people who recognize LinkedIn. Oh, I can use it for visibility. I can use LinkedIn for my credibility. I can use it to open up, to showcase my skills and so forth. And of course, proactivity matter again the most. If you want to find new business opportunity as a job, you need to be proactive again, profile, content, to network with different people. So again, more and more I can see a great practices how to use it to find new people or to find new companies to work for.
Yeah, okay. It's more apparent that the usage of such a platform has greatly risen, but so it has its influence on our lives. How is this noticeable on LinkedIn? How do we hope to expand our reach nowadays? Is it done online or it's face-to-face networking still the it thing and a key to establishing worthwhile collaborations?
Yeah, well, since ever, it is the best thing to combine both. But in the last years, of course, we know why. These online meetings has risen a lot of, so we're accustomed to do more and more meetings online and to find business opportunities online. But on the other hand, face-to-face meetings still must be a part of our activities, obviously, especially for those relationships that we want to really do long-term businesses with. So I would say use LinkedIn or other similar platforms to find new opportunities and to do all of those little or not so important meetings online, or a lot of meetings I would say that used to be face to face can be online and shorter. But I would say that in future more and more we will be using face-to-face meetings to really follow up our private lives, to really deepen down the relationships, and online meetings for this operational stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, face-to-face meetings will never go off trend because we really need to
This human interaction, right?
yeah, we need it, especially for those long-term relationships. And of course, we cannot just do these relationships through screens, right? But yeah, more and more meetings can be online.
At certain points in comparison, we realized that even though LinkedIn it's a brilliant site, it's simply lacking certain functionalities that a lot of us crave, especially when it comes down to verified profile in businesses, where opposed to LinkedIn, Bizio makes sure that you can only do business with credible people. What's your opinion on Bizio and the fact that the platform, similar to LinkedIn, has been launched by our own nation? Who would you recommend such a platform?
Yeah, cool question. So I would say LinkedIn, of course, since it's so big globally, nearly 900 million users. Of course, there are some fake accounts and so forth. We cannot do this without. If it's so big, we can expect this kind of usage as well. So platforms like Bizio can be a great starting point, I would say, if you are in the beginning of your business or if you are a beginner with networking, so you know exactly who to contact with, who to connect with, who can you do business with, so no fake accounts here, just credible people. But yet again, I would say just combine both, right? You can start with this our own Slovenian platform to really focus on one-on-one or just individual connections. But LinkedIn is, well, the door to global connections, right, and business opportunities. So I would say, yeah, again, both. Usually all of my answers can be, combine both of the activities, because if you want to be successful in the long term, of course, we need to invest time into both.
Yeah. If we just focus on your story, you actually already had experience with publishing a book, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
The Slovenian Lakes, was it?
Yes.
What I want to know is, how did you switch the professions you're in now? Was there a special turning point that you would like to address? And are there any plans in the future?
Yeah, almost 3 years ago, I published my first book about lakes. So lakes are my passion, my love. Lakes are not my profession. LinkedIn is my business profession. So to publish the second book was really easier for me. But yeah, 2017 was a big milestone in my career, because I started being an entrepreneur the second time. So and yes, I switched from digital marketing field to social media, and over a few months I handpicked LinkedIn because I had really a personal journey with it. I have been using it for my personal brand and my credibility, visibility since 2014. So I have this personal relationship with LinkedIn. So I'm confident with teaching others how to use it. So yeah, it was really kind of a natural transition from digital marketing into social media marketing and into LinkedIn. And some of them plans in my future. Yeah, well, my clients really are the biggest teacher. So how can I teach them even more successfully? How can I help them to really use LinkedIn to achieve their goals? This is my goal for the future, how to really explain LinkedIn in short words and to really give them methods or tips, easy tips, how to use it. Well, nothing is easy on LinkedIn, and it won't be any easier in future. But yeah, my biggest challenge is how to help them to stay consistent with content. This is the biggest one and my favorite one.
Of course.
So yes, this is my plans for the future, how to really find a way to help them and to teach them.
Manca Korilc, everyone, the book is out already and you can purchase it on linkedinbythebook.com. Thank you so much for taking the time to come down to our studio and answering a few of our questions, Manca. I think we learned a great deal tonight, and I wish you best of luck going forward.
Thank you. It was a pleasure to come down to your studio, and thank you for acknowledging LinkedIn as well to add to your topics, to your BizzTalks.
That will be all for tonight. I'd like to take a moment to thank the wonderful company of Nextdoor Group for making sure the studio was spick and span tonight, and I wish you all a very beautiful evening. We'll be back next week with a new guest and a new topic. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn, and stay up to date. We'll see you next week.